Shubor nakaslem jong unong san Hima.
Sngi haswa ka jing one tem but one roi unong roi bapau nam ka perthei u Sheeran uban wan ha ka khat artarik urumpang hajar apusan hajawa halar Nehru Stadium Hamadan Pule ka jing penkre penkrum nak benta ban one tem uni unong roi bapau nam ka perthei kalas dang long ka basong shit bha ha ka baki pat ba nong i jing roi ka jilla kila up dik dik ban sakhi no ya ka jing wan penshong shit uni unong roi Habakran cekilat pathai kubor mentakasi ke shpau terik urumpang hajar apusan haka conference room jong ka office rekam ka deputy commissioner ka East Khas Hills district man pensyai pat ba habaya dei bat kate Sngi ka deputy commissioner ka kong RM kurba kalaong baga kherdop jong ka madan ba Pule haka te Sngi kan dei haka por sau beje janmit bat kindan artli ki kherdop ki ban Pule na ka benta ban rung shapo ka madan bat lightly ki kherdop pat ki ban mi hadin balawai ka concert kala pentip ru ba kanum dan kanu ka jingkhang ya ki school ni ki Jaka Pule haka te Sngi kumbala le haka por ba one tem bar roi u Brian Adams Henry na kalyang kibor penyat kali kinyele ban penyat ya ki kali ha ki rukom ka baon pelat ya ka jingtheng kali Kadisi kala pentip ru baki pat ba kimyo satya ban ra ai shapo kamadan lat no tangki mobile phone shabi kali bat ki pala bathapisa bat onum sha ya ki khulung ki ba hapo ka sansnem ka karta Kadisi kala pentip ru ba hapo kamadan on nyam arpu hundriu hajar ngut kinong wan petkai habaya dei bar ka jing dia tu ya ki tiket hakador ka barem nagaliang ka nikita ka badei ka nong aiktin jong ka book my show Kalau ong banakaliang ka book my show kan sa Khmih sani bha lada don kinu kibriu kibale yakum kini ki jat kam bat on Khmih bharu ya ki tiket jong ki pat ba ki bawan hakate Sngi
Karakterin miskwa ban TVP kani ka program kanong habasni and realization ndai ki ge mimpi na do sa ujin sen ki surok bandai chapo Jin Stadium in Khang gitu ki limpi baru kumbala batai SPMene na do kapor lai biji nang tangi expect ki breu ban poy kato kasni kinang apun reu hajar nang kata kadau ngidan kawe ke jin ngidan ni dai jin snow berkat bangi di pentepi ba namar ba entry ke data aptli tan ada pendelapan yang di atli gate kadang sekawai split third gate ketamo mereka how kadang pendongi kadang atli so kani kadang ke bang ni hab ya bu ajing macam pi baru di banwan pekan ba kala ban sempur ba na kadang ni kongi pi banwan kam klo ba habang i on kam klo i kam wan bangini khnyak ni ya mo ni patrongi webe naman ni lik nam tanga concert ni Kwa hiba kwa kenya late ban subha ban yo ka porbo biang te ni kemen bakani kan ya beki te ha ka ba ya dei ba kabang nin plena to salvage I did not mention this food and will be open at 4 p.m. Till 10 p.m. Also kabang da ban tu ni sha ban ra pala ikini gilai tili ki kawai de mobile jampi ka baar ka de shobi kali jampi ka balai ka de ki wallet lani I lapisa jampi tikini de lai tali ki bangi nibo kendon banun dan manra pala ni lata tila dadan manu aku kini je ayu sidan hi shitong or kila ban dan kumbala man akan irumi dan garis dan basitam te namata kata ru ila abu arrangement indang ki medical team juni kamba khabe kan atli ki medical team across the stadium kabangidan bakandan ka control room hamta control room in bo igi midam ki team naka SDMA SDRF ka DDMA la jong hami juma district nang tab de fire service nang tab de ka emergency service MPRO police but medical team ki medical arrangement bina ada bo bina ada trial and tested nang ta padang ni kwa ban yigi klung hapo sansna minum sya anwan badadalan mana wan klung hapo sansna min pai na yigi shwashiya magni bo yigi kwa but min sa sya yigi ban wan pai pa mo na marga Pilaan sa tu mana dia lupa ke room entry kan no problem ada Kiba nak sekelum dan dia caknya kedan ke problem ham tu dan nak tang ni om wan ya lam hi concert ke ju syai kelum apa sansna des no bahawat break dan oma nanta beda so happen ko tu ke SRGT kita gong ra helmet kina ben bu om tu kin bu ko ke Jaka ben drop point ham tu tambah kan bahal ada ki make arrangement dah buai nama kan price bah bila mulu ada bu si hajar teliki helmet ham tu ngatrai kan capacity jangan tu kan Jaka kan dan teman dia jah so advice na niya jama ikan kan bahaba avoid make arrangement ki bai mo nanti diskuti lah dan plega tu kan ke seat and ke am tu so le kita ke bentuk yang bentuk yang ni muncul nak kata tahi Kiba
ya menurut biji Sheeran di nisab kini khabar buat kita partly kita junction Kiba di junction Kiba pois syashiti syakulu ground bagi kita ki Jaka ni sahabat nak syiki ki Jaka pada di Khang baharu nak gajing hang sarba baru di kampung bon ka deployment Khamba nuntan kanu ka junior and gajing hengkali kapta me ai ka school le dan ni school aku cukup kuat dia ka security regions ni lah paskan ba dia ka ni ko Jaka ka venue nado kebedrek kan ka para Jaka di banyak tahun saya biar kata
Some people are selling it at 20k for the GA.
Because the moment you
it's not like that. You're not buying 50k, not 50 tickets.
I think how many tickets you had last time was just 4 tickets.
Sell it to somebody. But there's no market as such, a black market where people are trading on it. It's on a personal basis. And we haven't got any complaints
that
yet.
complaint is not been large, but we have heard the story. Nobody complained, but just heard the story.
Yes, cannot be treated as action.
So that's why we're asking, not asking the police, asking the event management.
All tickets sold on the Book My Show website are the ones that are.
I have a manipulation. You cannot deny.
So Book My Show. So we've got turnstiles. So at every point, which is a hard check point, we've got turnstiles, which have every band has a QR code. Now those QR codes are generated by our Book My Show team internally. Those will only genuine accreditation. Genuine bands that are actually issued from Book My Show are the ones that will read on that turnstile. So if your if your band does not read, it says that is how you will not be allowed. It basically your QR code, if it's genuine and it is genuinely issued by Book My Show, only those will be read on that turnstile. So that is how we're doing a proper check on genuine tickets.
But
That's not something that we are aware of. Like I said, for us, all tickets will be considered genuine only if the QR scans through our turnstiles, because that is what is issued by Book My Show. If any ticket that is issued by somebody else and it is not read, it's a fake ticket. Then they will not be allowed in. So that is our hard checkpoint.
For that matter, we are holding this meeting to create awareness. We're not planning to close down any schools. Some schools are having exams too, so there's no planning of closing the schools. But then we have to preempt. Children will be stranded. We want to avoid that situation. Therefore, we want to create this alert to the public to make necessary arrangement. Yeah.
What about is there any arrangement for them, parking and all?
So there is this.
Category parkings for our lounge customers. So we've got an HSBC lounge parking. And we have a Rexa lounge parking. So we have that parking entry happening from gate number 1, and their parking is within ground number 2. So this is only for customers who have bought lounge tickets and they've got a car sticker, and they will get access into gate number 1 for their parking. All other, which is your GA plus and your GA parking, we, as per whatever traffic has designated, those are the areas where they are parking.
Briefly give you an idea of the diversions and the junctions where regulations will be made. The regulations would start from 3 p.m. because as what Madam has said, 4 p.m. the gates would open. So the first place where regulation point would be no entry at Lomjingshai Junction towards CRPF Junction Polo, no entry at Lomjingshai Junction towards Forest Colony. Vehicles out there will be diverted towards Laumani Junction and beyond. Then number 2, no entry at Laumani Junction towards Polo. Vehicles will be diverted to Lomjingshai, Jingthangprim and Jaya. No entry at Golfling Tri Junction towards Polo. Here vehicles will be diverted towards Maura Tri Junction and Tiara Restaurant Junction. No entry at City Hut Dhaba Junction towards Polo, the one-way road. Vehicles will be diverted towards Oakland Road. No entry at BJP office towards Oakland Road and Polo. Vehicles there will be diverted towards CS Junction. No entry at PK Vajole Junction towards Fort Furlong. Vehicles will be diverted towards Shillong Commerce College Junction and beyond. No entry at no entry at Gurdwara Junction towards St. Anthony's College. Vehicles will be diverted towards Lower Lashmia and Arjun Point. Regarding the parking arrangements, we have a number of places where the general public can park. The first one is the Redfield Golfling, that is just opposite the golf retreat. The second one is the roadside parking, one side only from Tiara Restaurant Junction to the CM Connect office. The third one is the roadside parking, one side only around the golfing area. That means from Golf Club to Old PTS and Tiara Restaurant Junction. Then the roadside parking, one side only from FCI Junction to Lomjingshai Junction. Another place where they can park is the State Central Library campus and the State Convention Center campus. So these are the places where the general public can park their vehicles. Like what ma'am was saying, we just want to urge the public that during ingress, they should not be pushing and heckling. There are 2 gates for entry, and so we urge people. There are turnstiles out there. There are about 8 channels where people will have ingress. So you have 3 points of checking. One is the first soft check, where actually people will show their bands, and that's a visual check. That's the first soft check. The hard check, when you reach the turnstiles, where you'll have DFMDs, and frisking is out there. The last is also just a soft check before you enter the stadium. So these are the arrangements made in place. The police arrangements are we are handling the periphery and also the inside, along with the security component of the event managers. So that's about it from traffic.
There's an ongoing work by the Urban Affairs at along the Waangkra, so that first gate, which is just near the first ground, gate D, that is closed.
That and we made alternate arrangements. The public would be entering from the SRGT parking lot, so that's not there'll be no parking of vehicles except for the crew, right? The crew would be parking out there, so that place would be empty. So they can get through that place. Once they reach that gate which enters into the stadium, there'll be a breakup of the 2 groups. One is for the GA and GA plus. So the GA plus, which will be in front of the stage, will go through the front of the JL Stadium, and the GA plus will go through the MFA, just behind the rear of the cricket ground, and reach the turnstiles from behind. That means the cricket parking lot. So there'll be a diversion out there. It's not that we'll have just 2 gates only. It's almost technically 3 gates.
What time is it?
6:30.
The first, it's at 6:15.
So 4 o'clock
Opening hours
will
is
be
at
too late
6:15.
to open the gate. 4 o'clock it will be too late to open the gate.
Moreover,
Then
having
6,000
3-tier check-in. So how do you manage like
Going from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to start the train.
line up?
Will start at 3 o'clock. So that is where you can come and enter the SRGT parking area. You can enter the stadium premises only at 4.
But the gates are open for checking, for frisking and all that. The 3-layer checking,
Yes.
that starts at what time? At
4 o'clock.
So that's what we're starting to understand is why is it opening so late? Like it's going to create a lot of crowds.
So what we've tried to do is we've tried to split the number of people equally across 3 gates. So while we use the gate B for our GA, so all our GA customers will walk through that gate, and then there is a walk around the stadium to reach the area. We also know that ingress comes staggered, so obviously there is going to be not too much of crowding, but there is a management in terms of the walking distance for the GA, which is moving from the gate B. SRGT gate will be used for majority, which is your stands and for your GA plus. And at that position, when they come down from SRGT into the JN complex, that is when that split happens for the stands and then another lane for the GA plus. So there is a proper split within the stadium premises to ensure that people are split across areas to enter comfortably.
For the last blind items and all that, we saw they were seamless. Public was informed beforehand, and most people didn't venture to that place, to the Pule area unnecessarily. So it was seamless in the last event. I'm sure this time also it will be seamless. We have sensitized our policemen for emergencies, for any emergency ambulances or otherwise any private vehicle on an emergency taking somebody who is ill or something, we'll allow that. So any vehicle on an emergency basis will allow passage.